Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Happy day. I'm Clare Calvo bringing you your weekly renewal. Today I have a very special guest. She is a licensed counselor and a group facilitator, among many other things. She also is an instructor of yoga and Zumba, dance, and different kinds of fitness. And she's also my sister, Reyna Calvo. Welcome, Reyna.
Thank you. A pleasure to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here. And we only have you for this little bit of time on Guam over the holidays, so I wanted to make it a point to cap in on that and make sure that I had you on, because I want to talk about, you know, of course, when we think of the new year, most people think of how important it is to set their resolutions. And a lot of times it deals with, you know, losing weight or, you know, changing their diet, nutrition, and whatnot, physical health, which is, of course, important. But obviously, you know, as holistic beings, we are mind, body, and spirit. So the importance of capturing all of that, so holistic health and wellness. And of course, you are someone who has always been a great proponent and advocate for that. So can you just share with us, give us some tips on how we could start this new year off? Maybe not so much as resolution. I know some people have, I don't know, an issue with resolution, but I just, maybe rather than just feeling more motivated, feeling inspired, right? Maybe that's the difference.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Can you just share with us some
Sure.
tips that you...
I so appreciate you asking me to come on, because this is great work for myself too, just to remember we have a new year ahead of us. So this is a clean slate. Every day I get to begin again. And there are various tools in the coaching on goal setting and achieving those goals. And especially with New Year's, when you were talking about resolutions, very often we're pushed through willpower and discipline. And our subconscious mind is stronger than that. So it's more about, what am I under the influence of? You can say, I want to be rich, but if you're coming from a place of lack, that energy of lack and feeling depleted,
Right.
you're not going to match that vibration. What am I going to do to feel wealthy and feel healthy in my body and feel loved if I'm wanting a relationship? So it's always knowing, how's my energy? What am I under the influence of with the self-talk?
Right.
So
more about feeling than thinking.
Right, more about, and it's like when you're setting those intentions, set it first and foremost in a good space. That's why meditation, as you know, in yoga, coming from that space when you're using, there's different brain waves going on, so it sinks in even deeper, and you're in a higher frequency to really affirm those intentions for the new year. And so some of the things I would do, some tips for 2023, is first I would do a life review, and to really build the momentum of all the things that I've accomplished. Go through your life, do a life review. What are the things that I set my mind to do when I did it? And the more you build on that, you're building the confidence, saying, oh, if I did it then, I can do it now. So again, it's like, what are those moments? If I want to be a love relationship, what are those times where I felt loved and I loved myself? Or in really just going. So the first thing would do a life review. I'd make a list of all the highlights of my life where I felt proud of an accomplishment that I said I was going to do, and I set out to do it and I did it. All the times that, all the people that I love and the things that I care about, where I felt I was in my element. I was doing something that I really enjoyed. So you're building the momentum of the energy, and also looking at your life as a demonstration that if I did it then, I can do it now.
And that's so important, because I think a lot of times we are so focused on how much more we got to go and how much we didn't get done, that we sometimes fail to give ourselves a pat on the back and give us some kudos for, well, wow, actually, it's not until we stop and review, I did come a long way. Although I may have a lot more to go, I've come a long way.
Very, very true. And so that's the thing. You can set all the intentions, but do you feel receptive to actually say, I am deserving of it? To really feel worthy, to feel valuable enough to say yes to that, to manifesting that in your life. So one of the basic formulas, so that was life review is one. Second, the basic formula of coaching is the acronym SMART, S-M-A-R-T. Make it specific. And it might be, make it specific, measurable, so you can know the increments. If I wanted to drop, I wouldn't say lose, because then if you lose something, you'll find it. You don't want to find that back again. So if I want to drop 10 pounds, That's specific. Measurable. I can measure it through a scale. Attainable. Yes, it can be attainable if I wanted 10 pounds. That's doable for me. 100 pounds, no. Realistic. It's realistic for me to do it within, let's say, I used to work at a weight loss clinic, so 2 pounds a week is doable. 1.5 to 2 pounds a week is doable, depending on what your weight. So that would be realistic. And then T for time bound. You need to set up those timelines of by this day and really affirm it. Have a date set. If I have a wedding to go to and I want to fit the dress, or if I want a big event, then there's a timeline of dropping that weight. So again, that's a basic formula: SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. And then you would jot that down and track like anything else.
Thank you all. I'll see you next time on your weekly renewal.
Thank you.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.